My autistic brother, Chris, is a big fan of wrestling. And when I mean big, I mean, well, I can't really call it big. Can't really call it ginormous because that's an understatement. He loves wrestling. He lives wrestling. All he talks about is wrestling, 24/7. When I first met him, I tried to be his mate. So I asked him about wrestling, and he said, "Where do you want to start?" So I said, "Well, what about the history of the World Championship?" He said, "Which one? The WWE?" I don't know anything about wrestling, so I said, "Sure." And then he started going on and on and on and on about wrestling. Like, he just started listening to this big line, like all the way back to 1963, I think it was, about this WWF. And like he talked about these wrestlers like Bruno Salamitino or Pedro Moronis or something like that. Anyway, it was getting long, so I asked him, "Okay, that's enough about wrestling." But he didn't stop talking about wrestling. He continued to talk about wrestling on and on and on and on and on and on. Is Revenge on tonight or... It is? Okay. On and on and on and on and on. I asked him to stop. He kept talking about it. It was like that sketch on Monty Python with the insurance salesman who talks about his customers and it carries on and on and on and on and on. I asked him, I begged him, "Please stop talking about wrestling! Stop talking about wrestling! Stop talking about wrestling!" But he continued to go on and on and on and on. He was like a robot. He couldn't hear me. So I did what any responsible person could do. I punched him out. "Hey, at least you stopped talking about wrestling."